Next, research to find the most entrepreneurial company behind some of Britain's best-known brands has seen a vacuum cleaner designer beat tech leaders such as Google, Apple and Facebook. Analysis by the Marketing Agencies Association to find the country's super entrepreneurs put Dyson in prime position. Scott Knox from the MAA joins me this morning. That might come as a surprise to some, Scott.
It might do, but I think what is behind that is that companies like Dyson are absolutely entrepreneurial in culture and how they behave, and also they have the founder still in charge of the corporation. And, you know, just alone they spent $1 billion on just battery life technology alone. So they're brave, and bravery comes with innovation. And if you're going to remain a leader in a market, you have to absolutely drive a forward agenda. And that needs both bravery, and it needs empowering people to both fail, and it needs investment. And I think one of the things about large corporations, they have a tendency to behave in a safe manner. They tend to support cost cutting before innovation, and within our industry, within advertising and marketing agency sector, we're seeing really draconian measures of moving payment terms to 120 days. That's not going to support an entrepreneurial culture, and it's not going to foster innovation. And we need to see corporations really change that agenda and bring innovation and entrepreneurship to the heart of the organisation rather than leaving it on the sidelines.
Talking of which, what could other industries learn from this report, from this research? How can you foster better entrepreneurial spirit in other organisations in the capital?
I think that starts with the leadership. I think it's really important those at the top of corporate London understand that failure is not a bad thing. And actually nobody, I mean, we hold people like Richard Branson up as the poster people of enterprise, yet look at how many brands he fostered and failed. There is no Virgin Cola, there's no Virgin Vodka anymore, but there are other huge corporations that have been hugely successful. And he is a brave operator, and I think it's very easy to then ignore bravery for safety. And actually I think something that the city needs to understand is that we need to get closer to listening to innovators. We need to get closer to our aligned business partners, tech innovation in London and within the marketing and advertising agency sector, to learn and foster more innovation at the top level, and stop putting procurement and cost cutters at the top of business, because they will stifle innovation in many, many ways.
You mentioned Richard Branson. For the generation of Londoners who perhaps graduated shortly after the financial crash, are we going to see many more Richard Bransons? Is it becoming ever more challenging for young Londoners to be entrepreneurial?
I think it is becoming more challenging. I think, you know, I do worry that you know, we have a slightly boil in the bag mentality in the UK. You know, we're much more interested in one direction than we are in David Bowie. And I think that speaks volumes to actually perhaps a cultural shift in the UK. I think that said, I'm seeing young people from all sorts of backgrounds coming up with great innovation ideas. What we need to do as corporate London is actually go out and bring those new people into our industry, people that aren't necessarily coming into the big corporations or the creative industries. We need to go out and look at those in socially disadvantaged areas. We need to talk LGBT, we need to talk black and minority ethnic, and we need to take our talent pool from a broader cross-section, because they are innovating and they're creating their own culture and through social media and other channels, and we need to tap into that, otherwise we're going to be left behind.
Ultimately, if big organisations in the capital take something from your words, what would you like them to learn?
I would say to properly work in collaborative mode, always be learning, and when you're working with a partner like a marketing or an advertising agency, brief them for change and innovation. Don't just ask them to do a sticker for a pack of sandwiches in Boots. Brief them for change. There are bright and fantastic marketing and advertising agencies out there, as much as there are in technology and other sectors. Brief them for change. Stop just being so literal.
Scott, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.